Whoa! Welcome to the Walk-On Diaries podcast. I'm Noah Severson.
And I'm John Weaver.
Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm not John Weaver.
You're Phillip Walker.
And you're Matt Parks.
Wow!
What?
It's the producers taking over the show today. And that's what we're going to talk about for a little bit, is what is it like behind the scenes on the Walk-On Diaries podcast.
There's a lot to it that you don't get to see.
Yeah, you know, Noah and that John, pretty interesting couple of dudes. You know, very demanding. They expect nothing but, high maintenance, sort of constant labor from us.
They're always yelling. They're just like, do this, do this, do that. They give you like 20 seconds to do everything when it's supposed to take like 5 minutes.
Especially John. That guy is kind of scary. A little bit of a temper on him. Anyways, Noah Frail. Noah, he's a good boss. Shout out to Noah, the executive director of Viking Fusion.
And shout out to John. John does a good job.
Yeah,
John does. He doesn't have to do it.
John does probably more of the setup than the other three of us.
Yeah.
He does a lot of
combined.
And not just the heavy lifting. Like, I think he's better at setting up tripods than Noah or you or me.
Yeah. But we do know how to use the cameras, though. I don't think he does.
Yeah, we got the one up on that.
With the tech,
that cinematography,
technology aspect,
and lighting.
Not saying John's like a caveman, but
whoa, maybe a little. Now last pod, y'all know Keith Otto was on, and he suggested some milkshakes. Now what was fun was we decided we'd go on a little field trip. As you know, we had the milkshakes with us on the pod. We went all the way to Burger King. What kind of boss lets you go to Burger King and pick up a bunch of burgers and Oreo milkshakes?
And eat and drink milkshakes.
That's like you get paid to eat.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's not even like a lunch break. It's like you get paid to eat.
That's like the ideal job.
Yeah.
My ideal job.
That's really what we're trying to say here. This is the ideal job. Is what we're doing right now.
Oh yeah, best job ever.
Being the producer
and the co-producer
of the Walk-On Diaries podcast.
That's us.
Now we're gonna go into a little segment. That's segment music. We're doing a segment on the amount of L's that I happen to be currently holding.
It's got to be like 10.
So,
at least.
Explain a little bit, Phillip, on what the L means.
Okay, so the L is like whenever something bad happens. I'm sure a lot of people. It's like a pop culture thing. An L, a loss, and Matt, he literally loses things so often, much more than the average man.
Yeah.
He's lost. Okay, let's see. He's lost different sets of keys, a wallet. What else?
My choir binder.
His book bag.
My book bag for more than 24 hours. I
whole
lost
book
my
bag.
book bag.
His choir binder. Have you lost your glasses?
No. Or my phone.
That's like the two things that he hasn't
I
lost.
always got him on me somewhere. And then my wallet I left in your car.
Yeah, he left it in my car. Needless to say, Matt is a loser.
So, in the background on sort of the L as a whole, obviously I think everyone knows about like, hold the L, bro.
Yeah.
We decided to construct a cardboard L.
Physically.
A couple friends of ours, Phillip and I, this physical cardboard L. And we all have command hooks on our door, locked and loaded and ready. For any time one of us catches the L, we have to carry that L in front of our whole hall.
And keep it on your door. It usually lasts about 2 weeks on average. And it's everybody sees it. It's out to the public that you're holding an L.
You are holding the L.
There's no avoiding it.
And the roommates hate it. And I think that's really the only downside to it, other than having to carry the L,
Yeah.
is the
I mean, the
poor
main
roommate.
downside is like actually having an L.
I mean, obviously, but the poor roommates who have to carry this symbol of shame, an absolute, just pure, unadulterated
L.
L. And they have to walk with it.
My roommate specifically, like every day, he would ask me, "Hey, when are you gonna pass on the L?"
Really?
Yeah, or it was more like every few days, but like he didn't like it at all. He's ready to get a move on with
Bro,
it.
when I pulled up to my room and admitted to Gene that I lost my entire backpack, he was like, "No, we're taking the L."
Oh, everybody knows. Yeah, there's a good portion of people on campus that know by now.
I mean, how can you miss it? It's a giant L that just passes from door to door. I mean,
And-
we've got, 3 people in Ford can carry the L.
Yeah, Ford's a big L spot.
We've
It's a
got
hot
Aiden, Anthony, and you are all in Ford.
spot.
Brendan is in Dana, and I'm in Morton Lemley. So the L just kind of rotates. I'd say it spends most of its time in Ford just because of the proportion there.
Mm-hmm.
But second is definitely Morton Lemley.
Yeah,
And it's coming to me very soon.
very soon. Aiden's had it for a while. It's Matt's time. We've let his L's amass. Like,
Everyone just felt so bad for me when I lost my backpack. You don't understand how stressful it is to spend an entire day of school without your book bag, without your MacBook, without any of your notebooks, without pencils, without anything that you usually use to just get by a day of school. I didn't have it. And I just had to skirt by the seat of my pants. And I had no idea where my bag was. And it was sad. And everyone knew I was losing my mind. And it got to the point where I decided I would reach out to my fellow family of GATE scholars. And I group me'd the entire group of GATE scholars and said, "Hey, look, I need help. I haven't had my backpack for more than 24 hours. And if you see a silver backpack, please let me know." And then someone responded, "Yeah, I think that's in my room. I thought it was my friend's."
the absolute desperation it takes.
To, tell everyone, just admit, put on the table.
How many people is that?
I think it's like 123. Maybe not. I might have way over-exaggerated. No, I think it might be. No, yeah, it's a large group of people either
Yeah.
way. Maybe 80. I don't know.
Oh, and to just to signify that it's not the roommates, I forgot to mention this. We keep a note on it that says how and why the
Oh,
L is
yeah.
given to the person and who exactly
And the L has to be signed by everyone
who
who
takes the L.
participates in the L,
Givings.
giving. And it's a sentence. It's a weekly life sentence to carry the L of shame. So that's that on that. We'll keep you updated in the future when Phillip inevitably carries the L.
It's not gonna be for a while.
It won't come back to me
It's not
after
gonna be
this.
for a while.
This is, I think, I'm gonna walk a mile with this L. Because I'm gonna have it for all of Christmas break, definitely, because I'm a GATE, so I stay on campus, and I just can't imagine that anyone else is gonna take the L while I'm on campus.
I was supposed to get it until you. Thank you. I gotta thank you, by the way, for losing so much stuff. Because I remember I spoiled your birthday, and they were so
yeah.
set on giving it to me. But by now you've lost so much stuff that it's worse than my. I spoiled his surprise birthday party on accident, or surprise birthday card.
You said it right in front of me.
I said it right in front of him. I was like, "Oh hey," and I was, "Oh hey, about your birthday card." I was saying it to Brendan, who was there, who was helping me plan the surprise birthday, and then I looked and I was like, "Oh, Matt's right in front of me." So thank you.
Yeah,
for
I'm
losing
happy
stuff.
to carry the burden of the L. Anyways, moving on. There's a certain movie in the theater right now that is making big numbers, and it happens to be Frozen 2. You saw it. I'd like to hear your opinion.
Personally, I think the first Frozen is better, has a stronger message.
Hot take.
I used to not like it so much, then I liked it, then I didn't like it, now I like it again. But Frozen 2, I think it does a good job of like world building, but it doesn't have the kind of message that the original one has. And it has so many plot holes. Like, why didn't this happen? Why do we have this whole story? And just like, I don't know, I feel like the characters aren't developed well enough. People that's a whole thing. A whole thing with the whole movie is like, oh, see how much these people grow. But in my personal opinion, I don't see the growth at all because like, I don't know, this might spoil. This is like a little bit of a spoiler, so like, but it's supposed to like literally they almost outright say Anna is supposed to be like growing so much, but by going and doing something on her own, and that's what she does in the first movie regardless, like that in the first 30 minutes of the first movie, she does something on her own, and it's just like, oh look, she did something on her own in Frozen 2, but I was like, and she's grown because of it. I'm like, but she did that in the first movie. And it just, I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes. It does a good job of world building. It's fun. It's enjoyable. The songs are great. I've heard people say they take you out of the movie, but I like them. They're great. But yeah, that's just my take. It's solid 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
5 out of 10. 5.5.
What's the first Frozen then?
I'd say a 7.
So what we wanted to do, in honor or dishonor of Frozen 2, is we're going to talk about our top 5 animated movies from childhood.
I gotta pull mine up.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I already know my first one. I'm gonna go ahead and give my first one.
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Like, it's so amazing. Like, they had, what was it, I think 3 movies, and you had Lilo and Stitch, Stitch Has a Glitch, and Leroy and Stitch.
Have you seen all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
As a kid.
Really?
Yes.
Do you remember the Lilo and Stitch TV show?
Yes, I watched every single episode.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying, Lilo and Stitch. That was my
Yeah.
thing as a kid.
That
And
show was kind of
I even played like 625 Sandwich Stacker on the Disney Channel website. Like that
I
was
think I
Lilo
played
and
that
Stitch.
too, yeah.
Lilo and Stitch was my thing.
Mhm.
I watched episodes as like on reruns. Like that was everything to me.
Okay.
And so I loved it.
I don't know if my ranking is like specific to like how much I love them. These are just sort of top 5, I guess, that I just watched a lot. I gotta start with Lion King, just because that's the one that like sticks around now. Like I realize how good it is. It's just, I don't know, that opening, just the classic pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom, pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom. Like you just, I don't know. There's something really, just the Circle of Life song and all that. It's so like
Recognizable.
yeah, and just mesmerizing. Like that scene's so even when it came back for the live action Lion King, like seeing that scene with like just that song playing,
Yeah.
it really hit.
Yeah, it hits so hard every time. And I don't know about you, but I love Lion King 1.5.
That's the one with Timon.
And Pumbaa, and it's Timon and Pumbaa, and they're eating grubs, and and it's just like them, their shadows, and then it's showing the movie in the background.
Really?
It's showing them watching it.
Oh, so it's like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
or
it's the
Mystery
original
Science
movie
Theater.
normally, but then every now and then it'll like pause and do like a little like zzz, and then it'll pause and then it'll like zoom out to Timon and Pumbaa being like, oh, why didn't somebody do this? and just like commenting on the movie, and then he's like, Pumbaa, remember when we? And it's great. That was part of like my whole thing when I remember, because I had the DVD set that I think had 1 and 1.5, and I did watch 2, but I didn't. I mean, yeah,
Which one's the one where it's like Timon going back to his family?
that's 2.
That's 2.
I think that's 2.
No, because 2 has it has the Scar is like a lady. It's not Scar, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
his aunt or something.
Maybe it might have been.
It's
it
like
might have been.
2.5.
That might have been part of 1.5 somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I do
Because
know.
I remember
do
it had a
that.
fraction in the name.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Because it might have been like a bonus feature. Did you have a little disc set?
I remember renting this movie, whatever it was, from like Blockbuster.
Yeah, I owned the disc set with 1 and 1.5, and I remember playing the game that had controls for like the TV remote, where it was like a mine cart, and it was like Simba in the
Yeah.
mine cart or something. It's like
I
one of
remember
those
that, yeah.
things that you really have to dig up from your
Mhm.
memory. But yeah,
Okay, next movie.
next movie.
Mine, actually, I'll go with yours because I just did Lion King.
Okay, Ratatouille.
Yes, rat patootie.
Rat patootie.
Remember the French chef? I will
Like,
kill the man with this
with
thumb. That, oh my god, I watched that so much as a kid.
It got me wanting to be like a chef, like as my career. That's what I wanted as a kid.
The scene that I always remember when he has like the cheese and the strawberry.
Yeah, and then it's like
he
at the
bites
red
them and
and
it's
like-
like a psychedelic.
Woo!
That, yeah.
It hits so hard.
I never wanted to eat cheese with strawberry so much until I saw
For
that.
real. I never wanted to eat ratatouille so much.
Yes, and then my mom made ratatouille because she has a recipe, and I was like tomatoes and squash.
Yeah.
I felt so. It was so.
It always just like looked like pepperonis to me, and I was like,
Yeah, it looked like a
pepperoni.
little stack of meat.
Yeah.
It looked
That's
so
not
good.
That's not what it is at all. But
No.
yeah, great movie.
Yeah,
Amazing.
really good. Remy, we love him. My second one, whether it's like is Over the Hedge. Did you watch Over the Hedge much as a kid?
I watched it. It's definitely part of my childhood, but it doesn't hit the same as these.
I don't
I'm
even-
a Disney kid.
Like, I know if I watch Over the Hedge now, I'm gonna be like, wow, I really watched that. But like, it's just such a weird movie.
I remember like the whole like cheese explosion across like
Yes!
the whole earth.
It's like he opens up the Dorito bag and everything explodes. And then like the scene where all the best scenes are with Steve Carell's Hammy, the squirrel, the crazy rabbit squirrel. He
What do we have, like soda?
he drinks some, like soda or coffee or something like
I
that.
think it was coffee. Was
And
it
then he
coffee?
goes, I think it might have been just sugar. I think he might go to Sugar Rush. Or he eats
It was a
cookie.
sugar rush either way.
Yeah.
But it was like
And-
supposed to be like caffeine.
Yeah, and he like just like time freezes.
Oh yeah.
And he's
Did, like, time
everything's
freeze, and he literally
frozen
goes
and he
through-
just walks
And
through.
then you had like the possums that like play dead and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Isn't
well,
that like a laser flamingo?
yeah, and it like
Like,
slices them up.
I'm just digging stuff out.
Yeah, like me too. It's just like.
It's
And
crazy.
then there's that one scene where the turtle says about the raccoon, who's Bruce Willis. He's like, it's not like he can walk on water. And then he's running across the pool on top of the water on the pool pads.
That's great.
Because Jesus. Anyway, you're up.
Okay, Lion King was my third one. But
Oh,
we already
okay.
talked about Lion King, so I'm gonna move down. And Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah.
But this is like more as like I don't have as many memories of it because it was like a literal like little kid for me.
Mhm.
Like there's like old VHS tapes of me in my full like decked out Peter Pan pajamas with my Peter Pan hat with like a little feather coming out, jumping off the bed while at the hotel at Walt Disney World, and just jumping off the bed going Peter Pan, fly up to Neverland. And like since then he's always been like my favorite like Disney character in general, just because like nostalgia. That's what I loved as a kid.
I had a
It's
Peter
kinda
Pan
always
birthday
stuck.
party.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I wasn't allowed to have a pirate-themed birthday party because my mom was like, pirates are the bad guys.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you can have a Peter Pan birthday
Because
party.
he's a good pirate.
Well, yeah.
He's the Lost
Just-
Boy. He's one of the Lost Boys.
And, like, we did, I remember I had these paper mache hats, and
Mhm.
everyone got to make a Peter Pan hat, and I got to have the Captain Hook hat. So I was a pirate.
Ooh, he's a pirate.
And we made little Lost Boy cookies.
You had the TikTok crop
TikTok, yeah.
and Wendy. I
Yeah.
love Peter Pan. Yeah, that was my thing as a kid.
My third is Meet the Robinsons. I honestly, I just remember this movie being a complete fever dream. Like, I don't remember it all that well.
All I remember was like dinosaurs with hats.
Oh my god, yeah.
Guys with mustaches and time traveling, and baseball.
Yes.
Just random pieces.
And then, like,
There's like an old woman, wasn't
the
there?
plot twist was the bad guy was actually his dorm, not roommate, but
Wasn't it,
not
like,
dorm, his buddy from the orphanage,
Yeah.
because he would like keep him up too late or whatever.
Mhm. And he like took care of like his younger self and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it was like, it was freaky.
Yeah, it's
It
a
was
weird
insane.
movie, but I'd like to watch it again. Oh, you know what movie just hit me? Did you watch Robots when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I watched Robots so
Fanny.
much. That she fart and everyone, and the guy died. It's like crime scene tape because he
Yeah.
got killed.
And then there's like the big giant razor blades and like the guy
Yes.
and like the boss robot and he's crazy.
The opening of that movie is that the dad is gonna have a baby, so they get delivered a pack of like little.
That reminds, I don't know why, but that brings up Shark Tales for some reason.
Oh my god!
Like Just like with the eel and like the
Martin
funky music.
Scorsese's in Shark Tales.
Wait, he is?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And so is Robert De Niro.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Shark Tales was it working at the car wash?
Yeah,
but it was
the
the whale wash.
Yeah. Classic.
That's not on mine, but I definitely remember it. That's
Mhm.
definitely another.
What's your next one?
This is my last one. It's Chicken Little. I'm sure isn't that on yours too?
No, I almost put Chicken Little, but I ended up not.
Dang it.
But yeah, Chicken Little. The scene that I remember from that is that if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friend. They did the karaoke.
Yeah.
And Chicken Little didn't show up because I guess he's too cool or something.
Yeah, and then the sky is falling.
Well, yeah. That movie's
But
so weird.
It's so trippy. And then like, I don't know, I just loved it. I love like the him playing dodgeball and
Mhm.
everything and fish out of water and like the characters. Like who puts a fish just with a water helmet?
I had a little
You had like
toy.
the fox girl.
I had a little toy that was the alien.
We had a lot of toys. Me and my family had a lot of Chicken Little toys. I had a Chicken Little. My brother had a fish out of water that he lost in Disney World, and then we called him like, "Hey, have you seen a fish out of water plush toy?" I'm like, "No, sorry," and we never got him back. He's still there. And I don't know. We just loved that movie
Yeah.
as a kid.
And my last one, before we close out this episode.
But
Okay, go ahead.
But then you had the big pig. That's one of my favorite parts. One of my favorite parts of the movie wasn't even the actual movie. It was the "Don't go breaking my heart," you know, in the credits.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the things like that's so vivid for me. With the little fox girl and the big pig singing it together.
Yeah.
I don't know. Elton John just
Hits.
hits whenever it's sung by.
My last one is The Incredibles. However, I think the more interesting choice here is VeggieTales. Because VeggieTales was like, I was super sheltered and like homeschooled kid and like very religious household. So that just meant you're gonna watch a heck of a lot of VeggieTales. And like a large portion of VeggieTales is just like parodies of, like there's one where he's the sumo wrestler, but it's Rocky. And it's also Karate Kid. Like seriously, it's just a parody of Rocky. Like I don't know. They have the whole montage sequence and
I definitely watched a lot of VeggieTales, and I definitely like. I don't remember it as much.
Really?
What I remember is like, cause like I was in a similar kind of situation, not necessarily homeschool, but like I was in a similar like homeschool. I literally just said not homeschool, like religious kind of household.
Yeah.
And what ours was like a lot of like the little Bible stories, with actual like biblical people in it and stuff. So, wow, it was that for me over like VeggieTales, but we definitely still watch a lot of VeggieTales.
Yeah. I think I still have all my VeggieTales DVDs. We love VeggieTales.
The one that I remember more from yours was The Incredibles, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like I don't know, my family literally fits like The Incredibles. Like my older sister is the oldest, and then like I'm the youngest, and then I have an older brother with like blonde hair, just like Dash. And I don't know, like we literally fit The Incredibles.
Family
and like mom and dad, and then like we each have like Incredible shirts, I think, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it hit for us because we're like, hey, that's us.
Where's my super suit?
I'm the baby.
I'm
Honey,
Sam Jackson.
Where's my super suit?
And that is where we'll have to close out this episode because we did a very poor job keeping track of time. So thank you guys for sitting in on the producer edition of the Walk-On Diaries
podcast.